Hey, beloved, this is your friend and brother, Pastor Mambwe, and welcome to the 10 minutes of deliverance. 10 minutes of deliverance. And we are trying to go through the many questions that we receive concerning self-deliverance. Now, one of the aspects that is very important you've got to understand is that deliverance is for the children of God. You can pray for your deliverance, and yet we must also understand and recognize that God has given different graces to different men of God. They are men that can pray for you, but maybe the grace they carry cannot really get you through to the place where you are totally delivered. But that's another subject on itself. But one of the aspects I want you to know is that you don't need to wait for the deliverance worker to come and minister to you when you can still do something about the problem. And so in this series, we are dealing with self-deliverance. And when we talk about self-deliverance, one of the things that's very important is that we must get to dislodge every evil inheritance. Every evil inheritance. Every person on earth has some form of inheritance. The Bible says because of one man's disobedience, so men were made sinners. So when Adam and Eve sinned, we became sinners. We inherited. We had to inherit spiritual things. So a person do not just inherit spiritual things, they also inherit physical things. And so when it comes to inheritance covers physical and spiritual things. But one of the things that we deal with in deliverance is the spiritual inheritance. These are spiritual things you have inherited from your ancestors. Now, sometimes your ancestors could also be able to give you their witchcraft. You can actually need that both spiritually and physically. And so when we begin to deal with physical deliverance, dealing with giving up your demonic inheritance, it's a very most powerful and crucial prayer. And number one, you must make sure that you are in a safe place. You can sit alone. And if you're watching this on YouTube or whatever channel you're using, you can find a place where you can relax, and then you can actually put your phone on loudspeaker. So as I lead you through that prayer, you can say it. But sometimes as you say it, you may begin to experience things like yawning. This is how you know that demons are coming out of your body. Sometimes you begin to yawn. Sometimes you begin to get some discharge from your mouth, or eyes, tears begin to come out. And see, because a person has got five spiritual gates. But let me mention some of them. One of them is your mouth, then another is your eyes, the other is your ears, the other is your head. That is why when they are praying for people, they lay their hands on their head, because the head of a person is the gate to their life. So what a person